Hi there folks, welcome to another clip here on my YouTube channel. The last time I spoke about the Euro NOK, so the currency pair Euro versus the Norwegian krone, more than 8 months ago. So this is something like an update. Before we get started into the chart technical part, there won't be any outro today. I will simply explain a couple of fundamentals during the chart technical analysis and within the chart technical part. I would like to introduce the channel again and to emphasize to be clicking that kind of a button, a subscribe button here at the YouTube platform. So you're very much invited to do so, and it is very much appreciated if you do so. On top of that, would be happy to see some thumbs up as well. Thank you very much in advance. Well, let's have a look at the chart technical part right now. As I said before, this is something like an update. So the last Euro NOK analysis came from approximately 9 months ago. So as you see, we really made a ride down here, almost to the 944 levels we reached at the end, close to the end of March. So this is a second leg on that one. And of course now we are on this so-called decision zone. This is the first red area here, first target. So the retest of that low. And you see the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, tanking. And with the close of the weekend, we made 33.85 points. So we are getting closer to that oversold area. We're not there yet. Possibly we make a more dip to the downside, but it's some kind of a decision area here. So the first thing, of course, is that we have a retest of that neckline from here. So the green, the first green area, and it should be something like a really bad day or a couple of bad days for oil and gas, in case it comes up to that area from 968, almost in direction 970s. So in the first areas to the favorite is still to the downside, just because of still high oil prices. And for example, if you check out a couple of Scandinavian banks, and if you check out a couple of leading forex investment banks, they simply tell you that we are going down to that possible direction of that retest of that level. So that 160, 180 projection is close to that handle. A couple of investment banks tell you about something like 920s and 925ers. So that makes sense in case they do the same Fibonacci retracement area and they do the same Fibonacci analysis like we do here. All right. So a couple of things you simply don't see in the chart is simply the fact that right now, because of the high oil prices, the state fund, the government pension fund of Norway, which is the biggest state fund of the world, the biggest state fund with a damn load of money. And they simply are led by the Norges Bank. It's managed by the Norges Bank, so the Central Bank of Norway, and the Ministry of Finance. So in that guys are simply telling the government fund, yes, you should be diversifying more into a lot of currencies, and you possibly, in case you build up too much NOK, too much wealth, you should diversify in other currencies. And that's the reason they speak about possibly selling NOK. So in case you might have a look at, as I said, a couple of investment banks, they simply tell you that they could possibly start that in direction to the downside if the NOK is getting more and more stronger. And they could possibly sell 1 to 3 billion NOK a day. So that's, for example, what the Central Bank of Norway tells you. It is not necessary to check out investment banks in that case. You can sure have a look at the website of the Norges Bank, so you will get a lot of information about that kind of foreign exchange transactions, and it's simply called foreign exchange transactions on behalf of the government. So in that case, they simply even draw a picture how all that kind of a system works for them. And so that they simply do something like buying US dollars, euros, the pound, or the Japanese yen, and to simply have something like more buffer in a lot of currencies besides their own, besides the NOK, and simply push that into the GPFG, so the government pension fund. That's the state fund I was talking about. So just one story you don't see in the charts, of course, and just a thing, maybe a way to watch it, to have a look at this kind of a currency pair right now. Well, I wish you the very best for the next week. Loads of pips. And as I said before, there's no outro with my picture right now. And I think you can live with that. I wish you a happy week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and best of luck. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.